Asterisk. I'm just going to be straight up about it. Perfumes are arguably one of the most profitable products in the world. The reason is because creating the actual perfume liquid is ridiculously cheap and can be sold at an extremely high margin. For example, it may cost you just cash 50 to make a perfume that can be sold for cash 500 or cash 1000. That kind of margin is almost unheard of, which is why almost every luxury brand has their own line of perfumes. The opportunity is wild. However, there's a caveat to this. While the cost to create super high-end perfume is cheap, the cost to market it is not. The reason is that fragrances are hard to sell, especially online. It's much harder to convince someone to buy a fragrance versus other types of products because they can't smell it through their phone or computer screens. It's also a product that requires expensive packaging, which is critical because that's what drives up the value of the perfume. If you can overcome these problems, then it's an amazing business to be in. The cost of starting a perfume business. The cost of starting a perfume business can vary wildly. You have to take in consideration the type of cologne, quality of cologne, quantity of cologne, and more. Many of these things are going to come down with what manufacturers you decide to partner with and what you're trying to do. Overall though, you can expect to spend anywhere between cash 50,000 to cash 150,000. This pricing includes solid cologne, which you will be on the lower end of the estimate. Liquid cologne will naturally be on the higher end. This is also with average packaging costs. For more expensive packaging, you can expect to be in the top 10% of that range, if not more. With that said, perfume is a business where you can start homemade first. If you decide to go the handmade route, you can get started with less than cash 5,000 for solid cologne and less than cash 10,000 with liquid cologne. This includes average packaging. Again, if you decide to go with premium packaging from the start, you will need to spend much more. None of these estimates includes marketing costs. Making your own perfumes at home. Research shows that Kenyans spend over cash 5 billion a month buying beauty products. These include bath and shower products, cosmetics, skin care, baby care, oral care and perfume products. Talking about perfume products, the local industry is largely dominated by foreign multinationals, which begs the question, are there not enough Kenyans who can control their own market? There is demand for scented perfume, and even if you were to sell your product at 500% markup, it would still be cheaper than most of the big brands on the shelves today. The secret to conquering this market when you are a small investor lies in producing a high-quality product that can get you intimately connected with your target market. But what does it take to create a perfume brand that can be loved by many people? As it turns out, the underlying concept is very simple. You can even start a small factory in your bedroom and grow with it. Step 1. Come up with your secret recipe. Your recipe is your business's secret. And how do you come up with one? The answer is simple: you need to roll up your sleeves and learn. YouTube is an example of a free platform where you can learn how to create a simple perfume recipe in a matter of minutes. Although there are many recipes being suggested out there, you only need to experiment with a few until you can find one which appeals to you so that you can make a product out of it. Step 2. Find your ingredients. In order to create a perfume, you only need 3 ingredients. How you mix them is what matters: essential oils, ethanol, and a fixative, optional. Essential oils and fixatives are sold together, and they are available at local fragrance shops and even on sites like Gigi. Co. K and Jumia. Co. K. Go for quality brands such as Lang Lang or El Captain. As for ethanol, you can find it cheaply from those companies that manufacture methylated spirit or alcohol-based products. A good place to commence your search would be Kajabe Street, Nairobi, industrial area, major towns, or Athi River, Machakos. Alternatively, you can use vodka provided it's the odorless type. Remember, what you cannot find locally, you can always import. Step 3. Test your product. Once you have mixed all the ingredients according to your secret recipe, you will be able to develop a final sample. Keep perfecting this sample until you are sure it is the very best you can create. You can even spray yourself with it and ask your friends for an opinion. Step 4. Market to a small market. The secret to succeeding in this market lies in creating an intimate connection with your customers. So start by selling your product to your friends, family, and close accomplices. For instance, you can offer to be refilling their spray bottles at a competitive fee. Step 5. Get KEBS license. Step 4 above will help you understand your market even better, and as such you will be able to improve the quality of your perfume. But before your product can be sold to the general public, you will require to obtain a KEBS license. This will cost you cash 32,000. Step 6. Brand your product. In order to brand your perfume, you will require 2 things: spray bottles, glass bottles, and a label. You can import or buy locally 1,000 bottles to start with, and these will cost you cash 10 each, so set aside cash 15,000. As for the labels, you only need to approach a good designer cum printer for assistance. Step 7. Your own product. Finally, your product is ready for the market. You have a brand, a KEBS license, and an existing customer base. Now it is time to take on the big markets and swim with the big fish. How much to invest? You will require cash 50,000 to get up to step 4, after which the business can become self-sustaining. How much to expect? This will depend on your pricing and brand positioning. But on estimation, a small entity can earn you over cash 100,000 per month if you do your homework.